Well, we are underway. The opening tip knocked into the backcourt to Evans. Florida State with it. And they go with 5 seniors in the lineup.
Teams nationally that have the distinction of a 6-game winning streak and a 6-game losing streak. So that tells you the roller coaster of the season they've been on.
Nice move there by Wyatt Wilkes, one of the seniors. Here's Sebron, a 6'7" sophomore on the attack and blocked out of the sky. Nice job by Evans to get over defensively.
And again, it's just really been that type of season for Leonard Hamilton. You go back, Cam Fletcher, who played great over the last couple, and he's injured on the year, but we see our guy Terquavion Smith picking up his first 3 on the evening.
That leads the conference. That's not freshman, that leads the conference. Evans with a nifty move, but he gets bottled up. Prieto now into the game, a one-hander, he'll knock that down.
Of what this Florida State program has been, but to play a crucial role in playing big minutes for Leonard Hamilton and his staff.
Smith again just catches and fires from way downtown.
But 2 threes already for Terquavion. And again, he's a guy with a tremendous personality, and I think he's someone that I could be competing with in the future. Would love to see him stay in college as long as he possibly can.
When he's been healthy, he's been their most explosive player.
And we saw Caleb Mills go down against North Carolina.
Hayes picked up by Mills. He wants to push the tempo up the other end, and a quick strike as he got it to Matthew Cleveland. Shot clock at 5. Poilite on the baseline. Going one-on-one with Sebron. Some contact and tipped up and in just in front of the shot clock by Ngom.
How much importance they have for this team as Hellems turns down a look.
Going in strong and banks it in.
And that's what you're supposed to do when you turn one down from 3. Attack the basket on the interior. But not much interior scoring for NC State like Florida State gets with those points in the paint, especially off transition. Getting back on defense by Hellems and Hayes as well to stop the transition bucket.
Butler gets it. John Butler, the 7'1" freshman. 16 points, 8 rebounds. He blocked 4 shots, all career highs.
And Butler also had a huge performance versus Duke, so he's played big as of late. And speaking of playing big, not concerned at all about the 7-footer standing in front of you. I don't think that many of the experts consider the ACC as strong this season, so I believe they would have to win the ACC tournament in order to be considered that #1 seed as Jalen Gibson gets a bucket to go against the contact. Now you have opportunity to be a special team in the ACC, especially bringing back that type of defender.
Poilite lines up a long one and sticks it. He hits a triple, and Keats with a timeout.
Because the ACC has not had his typical year, had to take a pause for a second, see if Terquavion knocked down another 3.
Hellems will try one, and he'll hit his. Mills pushing the tempo, trying to tiptoe in. What a pretty play.
And that's where Caleb Mills is special. In transition, the body control, able to finish at the rim.
On the lockdown by the Seminoles. Evans banks it up and in. Sweet touch by Raekwon, a senior from Billings, Montana.
Get points at the basket to not have to settle for jump shots, but they don't have that post presence.
Smith, quick step in the lay-in.
But they do have Terquavion Smith.
Not quite ready for the pass. He's going to go in anyway and lay it in. He turned that into something that was near disaster. FSU trying to run. Wilkes will back out. Poilite with a catch and the step. Good defense there by Morcell. Smith with a kick. Hellems, short jumper for 2.
With a nice pump fake, 1 dribble pull up.
On the backdoor, Mills will finish that and 1. Caleb Mills headed to the line. All of them out at the same time. That was 25 points, 15 rebounds per game that they had to replace collectively.
Yeah, I don't even know if we had McLeod's name on that slab. It was so many different guys who missed so much time, but McLeod really was starting to come on. That post presence that they are now lacking.
Scooped up by Evans. Worley will lay it in, and a beautifully run fast break by the Seminoles.
And keep this momentum going. I think this could be a dangerous team when we get to Brooklyn.
Smith pops in 2 more and a foul as well.
They don't like each other very much at all right now. That is going to be explosive tonight when you consider that fight.
You learned that from watching SportsCenter. Here's Smith again. Yes, a three-pointer. 40 seconds before the break. Smith trying to add to his total. He does. He's got 19 here in the first half. 5 on the shot clock. Wilkes hits it deep in the corner. 98 of those, so he's within striking distance there as well. Raekwon Evans gets him started. FSU here in the second half with his own 3. Poilite working on Morsell into the lane, and you're exactly right about the fact that that cast has not limited him at all. And he said he's telling that to himself right now.
And we had him at Pittsburgh, of course, on Tuesday night, and we saw him get a little emotional with Jeff Capel in that pregame celebration, where guys are normally used to playing as hard as they can for 3 to 4 minutes. Right now, it's had to be 7 and 8 over the stretch, but now they're starting to get used to it as Caleb Mills is starting to get used to being back on this floor.
Raekwon Evans, we talk about the big shots that he has made. Big clutch guy, had the game-winning free throws to beat Miami. He'll kick once again, another long-range shot that's rounded out by Morsell. Evans, nice dish. Wilkes will finish that. Approaching 13 minutes to go here in Tallahassee. A scoop shot by Cleveland, who has a variety of those.
Neither one, but I can respect it from Jalen Waller.
Sebron slicing in. Butler rejected it, but he got it back and stuck it. 6 to get off a shot here. Mills took a look. Poilite will fire up and hit another one. He continues to have a nice day in the city of New York.
Well, you got to think Syracuse. So anytime you start talking Syracuse, you're talking fans.
Butler connects from three-point distance. He's been a little quiet here in the second half.
He really has. We talked about Florida State defensively. The focus was on Sebron early.
Butler says hello.
In the WCC, and John Butler plays in the ACC. And that is a huge difference. If you see John Butler elsewhere, he could be just as effective. 6th year in the program, but the first year he's really been able to contribute on the floor.
And it's going to be stuffed in by Duana after the miss by Smith. 73-58. Evans lost the handle. Sebron to push it. Smith wants another triple and hits it. Nothing but net. So the moment you start to think he's gone cold, right back at it.
Clemson, Georgia Tech game, which Georgia Tech has struggled this year, but that's a rivalry game to say the least.
And a slam by Butler. Poilite goes over the top with the alley-oop.
We saw him get in trouble for a celebration early this year and has grown up as a player.
He got in trouble with his head coach. Let him know that that's not done.
But where he's different than Holmgren in Butler's favor, he's a much better perimeter defender.
Now the Wolfpack coming back with a 3 from Jericole Hellems.
But 2019, Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, that matchup against Florida State, I believe, in the championship game, the semifinal matchup at rival North Carolina early this year.
Bill slithering inside. He's quick.
And he's still perfect.
Airmailed that one. He thought he got shoved. And there goes his perfect game. Finally misses a shot. And Smith flying down the lane with a stuff. A gigantic problem for Florida State. At one point back in January, they were #1 in the conference. Cleveland takes a little bump. That's a great thing about his game. He does not mind a little contact.
Especially in the half court, considering they're unable to press as much without the lack of depth.
Slick move there by Sebron. He drops in 2. There's Shooty, picked off here by Poilite. Hellems at his hip. He's going to stuff that one in. He's in the paint. Prieto from the corner. Knocks it down. And a huge smile on the face of Harrison Prieto, the walk-on. Coming up on a minute to play here at a 14-point lead for Florida State. As they close in on their 17th win of the season, but switched in. Smith hounded by Evans. Sebron goes in for the slam with 10 seconds to go.
Kevin Keats telling his team no fouls, do not extend the game.
Cleveland on the opposite end of the floor. That one will be around and out, and that will do it. Florida State will win the game 89-76. That's our final in Tallahassee.